Okay. Talking to the ring light again. Still weird. Okay, hi everyone. Western Mass Wonder Woman here for update number 5 on my cancer journey. And now it's just getting annoying. Um, so, the last update, I said that on my MRI last week, they found 4 more spots. So they found 4 more cancerous or potentially cancerous areas of concern, and that 3 were in the left breast, which is where the original known cancer is, and 1 in the right. So I went in for the biopsy yesterday, not the biopsy, sorry, the ultrasound yesterday. So that was step 1. And the ultrasound found that the right breast they couldn't find on the ultrasound what they had found on the MRI, so they think it's probably not cancerous, and that it's probably maybe just some random lump that's there that just wants to hang out, which is fine. Women get them all the time. It's a thing. But so they want to just wait on that, check back in 6 months with another MRI and see how that looks. That's just annoying because if 6 months from now that does come back to be cancerous and I've already had some sort of massive surgery on the left side, that's just annoying, and I don't want to even think about that yet. So the right breast we're leaving alone for now. The left breast, on the other hand, does have some more areas of concern, so that there'd be 3 more. So the original lump is at 12 o'clock. So, not really good. But anyway, the original lump is at 12 o'clock. And 2 of the new ones are in the same cluster as the original lump. So that means that there's the original cancerous mass, which is the known entity, and then 2 more in close proximity to that. So basically what they said was they don't really care if those are cancerous or not at this point because they're coming out anyway. So when they go in to do, even if it's just a lumpectomy, if they go in and do the lumpectomy, they're going to all take them out because it's all in the same area. So they're not as concerned about those because they're going anyway. Now here comes the annoying part. There's this one lone stray mass that is like right here. So I know it's hard to see, but so the regular mass is like on the actual TMI. Sorry, the bigger mass is at 12 o'clock on the actual regular breast tissue. So here. The annoying new one is over here, like right on the ribs, and like right mushed in between the ribs and the pectoral muscle. So it's in a really terrible place, and it is one tiny spot. And if that one tiny spot right here on the farthest like region of the breast comes back to be cancer, I have to have an entire mastectomy because of one annoying, terrible spot. Just one. Because if these are cancerous, these are going, this can be a lumpectomy. This is in like a separate quadrant. And because this other one is too far away, they can't get to it all at once. So like, no, we just have to take the breast, the whole thing. It's like, can you do half the breast? Like leave the bottom where it's fine? And they're like, no, we just have to take the whole thing. So that spot needs to be biopsied. And I'm just very annoyed and frustrated with the whole thing. Because it's just like not ending, and I just want to know what the deal is. I want to know what I'm looking at. I want to try to prepare and plan. So that's what is going on. I now have to wait for the doctor's office to call and schedule the biopsy for this annoying, terrible spot, and let's see what happens. So I did go to Dana-Farber today and had that consult there. And they basically said the same thing that my local hospital said, that they have to wait for the biopsy to come back, and that it's if it's just the cluster here, it's a lumpectomy and it's fine. And they still said that I need radiation and all that other stuff, which is what I was trying to avoid. And yeah, then if this extra spot ends up being cancer, then I have to have a whole mastectomy. So, that's the deal. It's really annoying. I'm not going to have any more information until I get... So, I have to have the biopsy, and then I don't get results from that for like 3 more days. So, whenever that is. So, who knows? Yeah. So, that's what's going on. Just more annoying. More information, but yet also still more not knowing. But yeah, so Dana-Farber was cool. They were really great. It was helpful that my husband came to these meetings. My mom had been going to the other ones with me, although she was only allowed to go into the oncologist, one of the oncologist appointments because of COVID. But she at least got to talk to the oncologist and ask her questions and voice her concerns. So then my husband had the opportunity to do that this time around. And so this is also annoying. So I've known since the very beginning, and those of you who have been watching this have known that, the cancer that I have is called a ductal carcinoma. It is one of the most common types of breast cancer that women get. 80% of breast cancers are this, and it's very treatable, and I've said that since day one, and I've known that since day one. And I told my husband that since day one. And today, driving home, he was like, "Oh, it was so good to hear from the doctor that it was really, standard, regular, common cancer, and that the prognosis is 98% great." And I'm like, "I told you that. I literally told you that. That was like the first thing I told you." And he's, "Oh, well," but it was different hearing it from the doctor. Seriously. So, anyway, yeah. So, but they were good. They were great. Like I said, I was hoping to get some more alternatives for treatment, for therapy, so I wouldn't have to do things like radiation, which they're still saying I would have to do if I have a lumpectomy. But they also have shorter course of radiation, which is like higher intensity for a shorter period of time. So instead of having radiation 5 days a week for 6 weeks, I have a higher dose radiation 5 days a week for 3 weeks. But that's only if I have the lumpectomy. Because if I have a mastectomy, then it's technically I don't need radiation, maybe. But they still have to find that out because they still have to do more testing. So, we still don't know anything. And it's really annoying and frustrating. But thank you for hanging in there with me, and I will continue to keep people posted and updated on the situation. I hope everyone else is doing okay out there, and it's going to be spring, and it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. I have my green fingernails. Yeah, so we're coming out of the darkness and into the light, one way or another. So that's it. That's my update, and that's it. Hope everyone's well. Stay strong, everybody. Take care. And yes, I did wear this to Dana-Farber also, which is not a surprise to anyone. All right. Take care, folks. Thank you. Bye-bye.